Hello everybody, it's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. Okay, let's rock and roll. Okay, so it's really simple. Pick a number now between 1 and 5. And I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. If you're watching at another time in the future perhaps, then don't worry about the actual dates. I'm doing this for the week commencing 19th of December, but there's no such thing as time in spirit, so just go with what, you can feel a vibe, a bit of a feeling about something, so go with that. All right, we're doing card number 1 now. You can do more than one number if you like. If you do 5 numbers, you've got a lot to think about. But card number 1, I'm closing my eyes. There's a forest here in front of me in spirit. Sometimes that means you don't see the wood for the trees. It can be a little bit confusing sometimes, but things are coming clearer. There is a path for you. So just keep on going in the direction you're going. It's not really the time to make major decisions where you're coming to a T intersection. See if you can just keep on doing what you're doing just for a little while, and things will come clear to you. The card that comes up is the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is typically like somebody who is quite young and they've got the whole of their life ahead of them, and sometimes it's really saying trust in the process of life. So just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep moving forward, even if it seems slow, if things are not going as quickly as you would like. Until you get a definite sign from upstairs to change, trust the process, okay? Upstairs knows what they're doing. There's some growth in this anyway. See the green leaves there? There's some, I don't know if you can see them, but there's growth in what you're doing. This could indicate travel or a change in residence as well, but it's not very strong. There's a lot of other factors that need to come into play before, you just go off moving house, But maybe that's sort of in the background of your thinking, some action to be taken in the future. That's card number 1. All right, let's look at card number 2 now and see what we get. I'm closing my eyes again. Looking out the window, a window is always a window of opportunity. You have to take it at a specific time. It won't always be there, but it's like I'm on the inside of a building looking out. Maybe you'd like more out of life, and maybe you feel a little restricted or confined in your present situation in some way. This 2 cards just fell out. So we have the High Priestess card. This is very much about your intuition and your own psychic ability and doing things in the right and correct way, the right and proper order. Sometimes religion can help some people with this. For other people, it's a hindrance, So it's horses for courses. It's certainly not for everybody. But see that blue there? That often reminds me of Michael the Archangel. Just listen to yourself, because you might get some messages from the angels. There's a lot of wisdom in what you have to offer the world. Underneath that is the 5 of Wands. Sometimes can be a bit of competition around, but that only makes you more determined to succeed in what you're doing. So listen to your own intuition, and really, there's always other people. I don't even hardly pay attention to them, because I'm just so busy with my own stuff. They don't deserve to live rent-free in your head, basically. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, card number 3, closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see some ancient, I don't know if they're Roman columns or Greek columns or Ionic or Doric, or this come up the other day. I saw these columns. It's like this sort of in ancient times. There's something perhaps on your DNA you may have inherited that goes back a very long way. And you could get some sort of sign this week about what it is that you're dealing with. It's not just you. You think it's you, but it's not. It's in your family tree. The card that comes up is the Seven of Cups. Sometimes this is like looking for attainment or looking for success in some sort of area. It's a bit... sometimes it's like she's reaching out to spirit, and saying, help me, and help me get this, whatever it is that you're looking for. It's in various different areas of your life. And it can also be some sort of situation where you have to be assertive and say, no, enough is enough. It's not necessarily easy, but there are some rewards that come from this sort of energy. So your imagination can be quite strong with this. Just make sure it's in balance with reality. It's sort of in that way, you could be sort of quite affected by what's going on in spirit. But yeah, it's really important to stay grounded, okay? Reach out by all means. Number 4, card number 4. What do I see? Okay, some celebrations or, socialising, going out, having a good time. If you're drinking, just call a halt at a reasonable time. It's probably not a good idea. It's bad for your skin anyway, cigarettes and drinking. And if you go out, I don't know, depends what country you're in. I don't think you're allowed to smoke in public places now, unless it's outside in Australia. Most Australians don't smoke, so I don't know the laws on it, to be quite honest. But it's about socialising, having fun, see if you can get out. Let's have a look and see what card we get for number 4. Okay, opening this door here. Something about being quiet, tiptoeing along a corridor, listening, paying attention to the signs that Spirit is giving you. Okay, and we have a big white butterfly just flying past the window then. When I open my eyes, I can see it. So quite a spiritual time for you this week if you pick card number 4, a pure connection with Spirit. Here we have the Strength card. They're trying to help you. Spirit is trying to help you. She's inside the lion's mouth. The lion is protecting her, and so too Spirit is protecting you. Lots of strength coming through, probably giving you courage as well for a situation. Okay, and finally, number 5, card number 5. Okay, closing my eyes. What do I see? It's like walking out on a precipice overlooking the ocean. I feel like I'm on a promontory of some description and not too sure about if I'm going to jump and grow wings and fly and let my ideas take flight and put them out there into the world, or am I just going to jump straight into the ocean instead? And actually, when I say that, I see a big padlock on unlocking. There could be a healing if you get in touch with your subconscious this week, because these restrictions are unlocking and freeing you. The chains will fall off. Let's have a look and see what we get for number 5 is alive. Okay, well, this is great because it's like you've been carrying a burden for far too long. So if you decide to, you've got 2 choices. You can either stay in your head and get some logical, analytical stuff done, and that will work out really well, or you can get in touch with your feelings and go down deep and imagine that you're being freed and chains are being falling off and you are dropping the burden. There's a lot of growth in this. See, she's wearing green and there's green in the background, and it's been quite challenging. There's a mountain there in the background. But this is basically saying that it's a new cycle. Action has to be taken and a new cycle can begin. So you may have felt oppressed in some way. You may have felt the heaviness of the burden, but you have persevered. How long do you want to persevere for? A 10 suggests it is the end of the cycle and it's time to start anew on something else. Okay, so that's the cards. We've got 2 major arcana this week coming up. That means that that's pretty well normal for some people. There's some major decisions or major life changes around the corner. Not for everybody. It's only 2. We've got Knight of Wands, Wands, Cups, and Wands. So it's probably quite a fiery, motivational sort of time this week. You'll probably get a lot done. You probably have the desire and inspiration to achieve this week. So that's fabulous. Alrighty, so that's our pick a card for this week. Thank you so much for listening, and we're coming up to Christmas too. We're coming up to Christmas soon, I'm trying to say, very shortly. I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and also a wondrous, prosperous and healthy 2023. If you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. I'm just going to pull a block, my bag of blocks that sit next to me that I don't use that often. So, okay, so the one that comes out is Pluto. There, PP, Pluto. Pluto's going into Aquarius in March 2023. This is going to be a really interesting time. Sometimes it's, Pluto's the planet of life, death and rebirth, and you may find that you give something up in some area of your life so that you can start something that you used to do. Something comes back and you're doing it in a new way. The phoenix rises, okay? It's all about a more humanitarian energy coming through, a more caring energy. Even if we're a little bit detached, we're getting the balance of logic and thinking and also of heart. So we're not going to be overwhelmed, but there are huge changes coming in society in 2023. Some will involve the passing of some world leaders, or, you have a look at my predictions, 2023 world predictions, which I did a live stream on that a few weeks ago. So have a look at that if you want to know more. Okay, thanks again, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.